So, as you all know, the Clippers just recently signed Russell Westbrook. Now, just a few weeks ago, Clipper fans were bashing Russell Westbrook, but now he's on their team. So they've got to cope and act like this is a good move for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, Russell Westbrook hasn't been playing bad this year off of the bench, but unfortunately, man, it was just the bad decision making and the low IQ that eventually got him traded from the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, as you guys can see, the Clippers roster isn't that bad, but ladies and gentlemen, they still have not won a championship. It's been 4 years that they've been together at this point, and there's still no championship to speak of. Now, they want everybody to forget what happened back in 2020, but ladies and gentlemen, I can't let you guys forget just exactly what happened to the Clippers.
That might be the biggest choke job we've ever seen in NBA history. I mean, it was that bad. It was that bad. We're talking about a two-time MVP. We're talking about a two-time champion who Max Kellerman has bloviated about being the best in the world. And what happens? You're up 3-1 in the second round, not the conference finals, in the second round against Denver, Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, not LeBron James. And in the second round, up 3-1, you blow a 3-1 lead. What do? You shoot 6 of 22 from the field. You shoot 1 for 11 in the second half. You didn't even get to the free throw line. Just an absolute positive choke job, period. Oh, it's just that simple. And I gotta say this hurts me. This hurts me because I love this brother. I think he's one of the best people you could ever meet in the NBA, and I do think he's a star. But Paul George doesn't get taken off the hook either. I mean, his performance was abysmal. It was just as bad as Kawhi Leonard. When you're in a corner, wide open, behind the three-point line, and you hit the side of the backboard, and you can't buy a basket, I can't let him off the hook.
So you guys just heard what Stephen A. Smith said. Now, it's funny when you get on YouTube and you hear guys talking about the Lakers and how pathetic the Lakers are. But ladies and gentlemen, there's only one team in Los Angeles that has a championship. Now, I said it once and I'm going to say it again. It's been 4 years, man. All right? What's going to be the excuse this year if the Clippers don't get it done? What's going to be the excuse? Get the job done, man. I don't want to hear about the Clippers got a better record than the Lakers. The Clippers are the 4th seed. Wait a second. When do they start handing out championships for being the 4th seed? When they start doing that? And what world are y'all living in? Y'all must be living in the metaverse or something, man. Because in the real world, they don't give out championships for beating the Lakers in the regular season. They don't give out championships for that. Now, Stephen A. Smith went on First Take earlier today, and he pretty much exposed the Los Angeles Clippers, Kawhi Leonard. Now, to me, it's go time for Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers, man. If I'm Steve Ballmer, I'm not going into a new arena with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. We traded away Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for Paul George. We mortgaged our future for Paul George. And ladies and gentlemen, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is averaging 30 points, averaging more points than Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. But nobody's talked about it. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick listen to what Stephen A. Smith had to say.
Who's under the most scrutiny right now to win a title on the Clippers?
Well, I'm going to sit up there and say Kawhi Leonard, and I know that's going to throw a bunch of people off because you're talking about a two-time NBA champion and a two-time NBA Finals MVP. And I get all of that, but I would remind everybody, this is just my personal opinion. I'm certainly not expecting it to be conventional wisdom, but let's remember that when you were in San Antonio, you were the 3rd or the 4th wheel, even though you were an elite defensive player. And obviously, you were pivotal in winning the championship, and I don't think they would have won it without Kawhi Leonard. You had Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. You go to Toronto, you go there for 1 year, and obviously you help them when you lead them to winning the championship. We get all of that, even though Kevin Durant was hurt, and I believe if Kevin Durant was healthy, Golden State Warriors would have swept the Toronto Raptors. That's just my personal opinion. But what I'm saying to you is that when you depart and you go to the Clippers, JJ, it's your franchise. You're the face of the franchise. Remember, Paul George arrived from Oklahoma City because of Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard wanted this man, and obviously Lawrence Frank, Steve Ballmer, and them moved heaven and earth to make sure that they got Kawhi Leonard what he wanted, because that played a role in Kawhi Leonard's willingness to come to the Los Angeles Clippers. So from that point forward, you get there, y'all fold like cheap tents in the bubble. You lose a 3-1 lead to Dallas. You ultimately fall in the postseason, all right? And then obviously you have it, you got to a Western Conference Finals. Kawhi Leonard gets hurt. We understand that there's no fault of his own. But in the end, when you look at the expectations that are attached to the Clippers, they evolve primarily around him, not solely around him, JJ. Of course, Paul George has something to do with that. Ty Lue being the coach now has something to do with that. But for all intent and purposes, Kawhi Leonard is the face of the franchise. They go where he takes them. They go where he asked them to go. And so when I look at the personnel on their squad, when I look at the coach on their squad, when I look at the expectations we all have, anytime we have any expectations about the Clippers, it starts and stops with him, because he is the champion and the great player that we know him to be. When healthy, there is no question the brother is something special. Easily a top 10, arguably a top 5 player in the National Basketball Association. He is that elite, that efficient, and we understand that. So because everything evolves around him when all is said and done, that's the only reason I point to him, Jay, as having the most scrutiny when it comes to the Clippers. When we think Clippers, we think Kawhi Leonard. It starts and stops there. Without him, we ain't think about the Clippers at all.
So you guys just heard what Stephen A. Smith said, man. All the pressure is on Kawhi Leonard this season. I already told you guys, LeBron James and AD, there ain't no pressure on them, right? They've already won a championship in Los Angeles. I'm still waiting on Kawhi Leonard and Paul George to win. I'm still waiting. So like I said, I don't know what alternate universe we've been living in to where having the 4th seed or beating the Lakers in the regular season is something to cheer about. Congratulations, you beat the Lakers. Why you couldn't beat Denver, though, in the playoffs in the bubble? Why'd you lose a 3-1 lead? So like I said, man, this is the last year, in my opinion, bro. This will be my last year talking about this Los Angeles Clippers team if they don't get the job done. What is the excuse going to be? What is the excuse going to be, ladies and gentlemen, with this roster? You telling me this roster can't compete? Nah, man, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. You just picked up Russell Westbrook. You got Norman Powell, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, Eric Gordon, Terrence Mann, Ivica Zubac. No, what's the excuse going to be this year? So like I said, my eyes are going to be glued to this Clippers team for the rest of this season, ladies and gentlemen. Because I don't want to hear any more excuses, man. I'm done. All right? Put up or shut up. Get the job done or blow this shit up, man. Stop wasting everybody's time, man. Like I said, this is my last year. But that's pretty much all I got, ladies and gentlemen, for this video. Do me a favor, comment to the comments down below and let me know what you thought about everything that was said in this video. And yes, man, this was another installment of The Locker Room. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.